Divorce involves major career life transitions that include challenges and opportunities for new beginnings. It's a time filled with mixed emotions and a time and an opportunity to learn how to successfully cope with conflict and be a better person. My name is Ed Colosi. I'm a career and life counselor. And I'm going to be talking a little bit later about a new idea of career, a new paradigm, that career is not just work. Career is multiple roles we play, one of which is paid work. But first, my good friend and colleague, David Sequest, is going to be talking about the transitions of divorce.
Thank you, Ed. I'm David Sequest. I've been a counselor and therapist for many years dealing with divorce. I have often observed that the start of divorce is when one member or the other announces that they want one. The problem is how to disentangle this shared life that they have held together for so long. The first concerns, of course, are in dealing with the legal, financial, housing, and childcare issues. These are necessary things that must be dealt with in the achievement of the finalization of divorce. They can be easily resolved, or they can be a long, hostile, drawn-out issue. The problem with that latter approach is that people get bogged down in this for a prolonged period of time. It undercuts the whole intent of trying to free yourself up from the other person. The goal is to be free of each other. The problem for most of us is that we have a long history of interacting with the other person, and it takes some time and effort to free ourselves up from that approach, to find your own balance, whereas before you tended to lean on each other, whether for good reasons or bad. To do that, we must recognize it doesn't happen automatically or in a vacuum. We need to take deliberate steps to make sure that it happens. We should seek supportive friends, family, and others as a start. It also helps if we pursue new hobbies and activities and explore new options for ourselves. If we do that, then we have a chance to move on and create a new life for ourselves that was more suitable and fitting for who we are at the time. Ed will now talk about some of the ways in which you can view this process and explore those options.
Thanks, David. Most people, including children, play a variety of life roles throughout their entire life journey. Trying to balance these roles can cause anxiety and stress. When you're doing this in the context of a divorce, where you're dealing with property settlements, alimony, financial issues, custody deliberations, it's extremely stressful. The old definition of career, meaning career is paid work, just doesn't fit the bill because it doesn't recognize the important time and energy that most people are playing and putting into other life roles. The new term, career life, recognizes the importance of these roles. These roles include, for instance, time as a new spouse relationship, new friends, sustaining a homemaker role or a home manager role, a leisure role, a volunteer role, perhaps even a new learner role, going back to school. If one spouse needs to be competitive in the labor market, they may have to return to school and during or after the divorce to be competitive in that labor market and earn income. It may be that a spouse who has raised children full-time might have to reconsider, how do I raise my children, share the raising of my children, and also creatively do that in the context of my homemaker role, my home manager role rather, and my new friendship role, and my other roles. An easy way to represent your career life situation is this colorful rainbow model that a friend and colleague, Don Super, used. It depicts how we play several roles at the same time as we move from childhood on the left side of this rainbow model through adulthood and midlife at the center, continuing onto retirement and living our lives as a senior on the right. I reframed the traditional and narrow view of career as only paid employment and coined the term career life to expand our view of career as multiple life roles when I was working with women in transition. Many of these women were experiencing a separation or divorce or the passing of their husband. We easily applied this approach with men in transition and presently use it very successfully with any age group, including K-12 and college youth. As you can observe on this model, we can start or stop putting time and energy into any role, such as the learner role or even a spouse role, as with a divorce. Many people return to school for retraining throughout their life journey because education is a lifelong process. Adults are usually playing 5 or 6 of the major 9 life roles simultaneously, and most 4th graders and even homeless people are playing 4 to 5 of these same roles. More information about all this is available at my website at www.creatingcareerswithconfidence.com and in an article I have posted on the Divorce Center website. We wish you the best, the very best, as you deal with all these options during your personal situation. Making challenging choices during and after divorce can be difficult, but it can be facilitated by working with professionals in the field. And we at the Divorce Center want to encourage you to give us a ring and to take advantage of our resources. Putting this in the context of career life, that career is multiple life roles and work is simply one of them, and we need to balance these roles. Putting all of this in the context of career life, this new concept, actually offers realism and hope for new beginnings. Thank you very much.